My name is Dan DeSantis. I'm the CEO of the Fresno Regional Foundation. It's my pleasure to be able to get this ceremony started. As you know me at the foundation, been around for 45 years. We've got organized the last few years, and we have granting cycles. We have 4 a year, 1 each quarter. And the first quarter we give some money away to arts and culture, and the next quarter youth, and the third quarter human services, and the fourth quarter our students start environment. Giving to our organizations trying to help improve our environment. As we do this, we're getting support from the Hewlett Foundation. They like this survey, and they're very interested in it. And the funds that we're giving away for the most part come from the Hewlett Foundation. They've given us a grant for $80,000 for each grant for these organizations, and that's the money going out today. And as we selected the recipients, what they were asking for, we didn't have enough. And so I have to commend our board of directors who pulled a little bit of money out of their fund for the common good to complement this $80,000, so we're all paying $5,000 today. And before I begin, I want to recognize the people who work to help make this happen and go. First of all, our staff from the Fresno Regional Foundation. I think we have all of us here. We have our Director of Administration, Maureen Matthews, our Finance Director, Sharon Sanchez, our Senior Program Officer, Sandra Flores, some of you may know, our Newest Program Officer, Gary Yang, and our foundation specialist, Helen Navarro.
And Dan DeSantis. You are CEO, Dan DeSantis.
And I also would like to recognize and thank our board members. We have a 15-member board of directors and 4 of them, or 3 of them are here today to join us. First of all, the chairman of our next meeting, next, our incoming chairman, Louis Slater, and our chairman-elect, vice chairperson, starting January 1st. Our first grant recipient is from a group called Grid Alternatives. Many of you may not have heard of it. They have a very exciting project they're doing statewide, and I'm delighted that they have been awarded. We can give them a grant for $15,000, and to accept that grant is Tom Escueda. So Tom, can you come up and tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Good afternoon. Thank you. My name is Tom Escueda, and I'm the Regional Director for the Central Valley Office of Grid Alternatives. We are a nonprofit solar installation company at our headquarters is out of Oakland, California. We opened up the Central Valley office here in Fresno in 2009. And what we do basically is we empower communities by bringing solar to local homeowners in the valley, whereas to offset their costs of energy, and it saves them money in their pockets. It goes back to their local community. We do it through what we call a barn raising method, where kind of like our friends at Habitat for Humanity, we get volunteers to go out to the Eastern Office over a 2-day period and install the solar for the family. Our goal with this, and we're very privileged and blessed to have it, is to assist 120, minimum of 120 homeowners this coming year, and which we will engage with community volunteers. And I like to say that with Grid, we have different layers. We touch upon the family finances, of course, to help them offset their electricity costs. And we also engage members of the community who work and share experiences with a lot of the families that they may never have an opportunity to meet. We work with job trainees that are looking to have a future in what we now know is green technology coming forth in the community of solar. And we know that one day, relatively soon, they will be employed in this community doing that. So we feel very privileged to touch upon lives that way. But we also look upon the fact that here in our valley, pollution, as you know, is an issue. And with the families we serve, as example 120, we're doing math. Over the lifetime of the system, those 120 families that we help would be like taking 122 cars off of the freeway. It's like us having to plant an equivalent of 17,000 trees to better our community and our air. So it's a privilege for me to be the director, and I thank you for this award and this grant, and we look forward to doing things here in the counties that the The Fresno Regional Foundation serves as well as the other counties that we touch upon, from San Joaquin County to the north down to Kern County. We have a big area to serve, and this just helps us to touch more families and bless them. So thank you very much.
Our next recipient is one that we're excited about because it's something important to us, is collaboration, getting different groups to work together. And this is a partnership grant with Valley Public Broadcasting and the Boys and Girls Club of Fresno County. So to accept this check of $20,000, I'd like to invite Carolyn Carter to come up and Sandra Cheney. Just one check. They're going to split it in half.
I'm going to have Carolyn to tell you more about this wonderful collaboration. But on behalf of the 16 Boys and Girls Club in Fresno County, I want to thank you for choosing us to partner with you for clean air projects.
Thank you. We are working, joining forces with the Boys and Girls Club of Fresno County and the San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District to provide air quality education to at-risk youth in 6 of the Fresno County Boys and Girls Club locations. We'll work with select youth at each site to provide workshops in air quality education and then to help them develop messages that they can share with their peers and their community about steps and actions that we can all take to improve our air quality. And once they've developed the messages, our crew will go out and videotape them and create PSA messages for broadcast on television so the youth participants will receive air quality education. They'll help develop the message, and then they'll appear in the PSAs that will be broadcast on Valley PBS and other media outlets throughout the region. And we broadcast from Merced to Bakersfield and to both coasts. And so we're looking forward to this opportunity to raise awareness of the steps that we can all take to improve our air quality and then to empower youth in the community ways that they can take steps that are able to take steps to affect a positive change for all of us. Thank you very much.
The next recipient, another $20,000 grant goes to the Fresno Medical Ministry, and they accepted the check on behalf of the Medical Ministry, one of their board members, the legendary patient Bill.
Okay, now you know with how much salt to take whatever he tells you. Thank you very much. Fresno Metro Ministry has a wide range of advocacy programs, and one of them is our environmental health program. One subsection of what we do in our environmental health program is we work with a group called Latinos United for Clean Air. And this is a grassroots organization that we have partnered with, really, and help them organize initially. These are folks who are parents at elementary schools, they're PTA members, they are members of second language classes, there's a Latino component, there's also a Hmong component, actually. And those folks work with Fresno Metro staff to learn about what are the alternatives to keep indoor air cleaner. So how can we avoid using toxic pesticides? How can we use cleaning supplies that are cheaper and not toxic and have a less smaller impact on our physical environment, but also that improve indoor air so that children are less likely to end up with asthma as a result of the stuff that they're breathing at home. So it's a fabulous program, and it's one of those situations where the people that work with Metro directly then go out themselves and they go back to their PTAs and they go back to their ESL classes and they pass along what they've learned. So it's very concrete, and it's an each one teach one kind of a project, and it's one of the many extremely cool things that Metro does. So I'm sure you have many other opportunities to give us money. But I want to introduce you to Christina Rejo, who is a board member. And Chanel Christina so very much.
Our final $20,000 grant was the California pesticide control, and receiving that now is Teresa Deanne. This is the second grant we got.
Yes, yeah, I've seen her name.
So thank you very much to Fresno Mutual Foundation for this award. What Californians for Pesticide Reform will do with this money, we do many, many other things, but with this particular grant, we will be collaborating with Líderes Campesinas, and that is leaders that are farm worker women, and NGOs, so they're grassroots organizations. And we also work with Metro Ministry, so they're on our steering committee. But with this, we are working on buffer zones for the San Joaquin Valley for protection for children from pesticides. We have one buffer zones already in Tenerife County. We have gotten a quarter mile in Kern County. And just recently we won a buffer zone in Madera County. So it's, it's a chain reaction, and we hope it repeats the momentum that it has so far. The women are taught and they're educated how to do trainings about pesticides and how to keep safe from pesticide exposure, and what to do, for example, when the husband comes home with dirty clothes or with boots from the field, and how to keep children away from those pesticides, how to wash laundry separately, and what to do in case of pesticide drift. That's my main issue, pesticide drift, because I'm from Early Ward, and I don't know if anybody remembers, but Early Ward had a really big pesticide accident where close to 200 people were affected with vomiting, burning eyes, itchiness, headaches. It changed my life. That's how I got involved in 1999, and that's how I became involved with pesticide education. And so thank you so much. Thank you. My son, Indiana. He's very proud of his FFA membership.
Final grant for this air quality cycle is for the Girl Scouts of Central California, one of our longtime partners.
Well, and I'd like Serena to come up. Nobody does it alone, and Serena did an excellent job of helping us get all the grants put together. And this grant will go to help about 300 young girls understand the importance of breathing cleanly. And it's through our Journeys program where they will earn a badge for learning and discovering ways in which they can work in the environment, making the environment a better place for themselves, their family, and their friends. And through that Journey program, we're helping the girls discover things that they themselves can do. They can then connect to formulate plans and programs that they can help their community to do. And then finally take action, so that they are actually contributing to the community, whether that community be their family, a few kids at school, or their city, and eventually their state, and hopefully then their country, and then maybe their world. But we know that it starts with a little girl, and then that little girl then grows up to be a big girl that makes great contributions to the world. So with this grant, we hope that 300 of those little girls will be put to work out there finding ways to help us all. So thank you, and thank you to the foundation. Without you folks, we don't exist. And I want to thank each and every one of you for helping us. Thank you to my board member, Jane, and all of my staff, Patty and Jerry, for all their support, and avid volunteer Joe for us, and Larry, and my friend Cheryl, whose daughter was a Gold Award winner, by the way. Top 5% of all Girl Scouts ever achieved that award. So you don't do it by yourself. So again, thank you so much.
this event today. As I mentioned, we have 4 branding cycles, our arts and culture, youth, human services, and environmental. Last quarter was our human services, and in that cycle, we have our teen pregnancy prevention cycle. And that was again stimulated and created by the Hewlett Foundation, who said they'd like us to work with them so we can rebrand for programs that will help the issue of teen pregnancy prevention here in our community. We went through the cycle, we awarded, I think, over $300,000 to about 4 or 5 top organizations, and we're very pleased with it. But when we were done, Hewlett looked at the list and said, you know, you awarded 5 gifts. The 6th organization we think was terrific, and they're doing a good job, and we think they deserve to be funded. So Hewlett sent us an additional $40,000 and said, please pass this on to one that just didn't quite make it. And that was the Boys and Girls Club of Sequoia down in Clary County. And so we accept that gift with Joel Eaglewright.
Well, I feel a little out of place here, being number 6, but I do appreciate that. We have a challenge in Tulare County. You may have heard it's a little conservative, and our big challenge is trying to incorporate comprehensive sex education in a very conservative area of the world. To do that, we have partnered with several other organizations that, first of all, have taught us how to frame that project and make it not so scary to our friends and neighbors. And we've been able to successfully do that. And we serve a lot of teenagers throughout the county. And through our partnerships with an organization called ACT, which is an organization that basically teaches female leadership academy programs and helps empower young ladies to understand the scope of their options and availability. And it's been a challenge, both personally and organizationally, to educate ourselves in this process. But we've been very fruitful and very rewarding. Tulare County has a lot of things going for it. One thing that's not doing well with is in the prevention of unplanned teen pregnancies. I think we're right up there, number 1 or number 2 in the state. And there's a couple of zip codes in our area that we actually lead the nation. And one particular zip code, 1 out of 4 children is from unplanned teen pregnancy. So there's a tremendous need for this county. And I want to thank the Fresno Regional Foundation, especially the Foundation for believing in us to give us the opportunity to continue the work that we're doing here. So thank you very much.
Two more quick points I'd like to make. As I mentioned, we're not able to fund every request we get. For every dollar we give away, there's usually about $9 that we have to say no to. Each time we give to an organization, there's often 10 organizations who are applying for that money. And of those 10, they're all very worthy and doing good things, but we simply don't have the funds to do it. And so now I say to you, as nonprofit organizations, most of whom have substantial board of directors made up of pillars of our community, who are very philanthropic in our mind, they like to give back to the community. We ask you to let your boards know about the Fresno Regional Foundation. We not only get our support from other foundations like the Irvine Foundation, the Blue Foundation, the California Government, but we get lots of support from individuals, not only who just want to give to us, but also we recognize we can add value to their finances, we can help them make better decisions and give more mileage out of their charitable donations. So we encourage you to let them know about us. If anybody wants to know more about us, you can go to our website, you can give us a call at any time, and we'll have to sit on the business meeting and talk about the needs of our Central Valley. But their vision is, our tagline is your vision of Valley Future. If you want to be in our valley, let us help you do it. And then the last thing, these are tough economic times. I strongly encourage you to get deep in your wallet, ask for a menu, sit out here and support this local. Enjoy yourself, have dinner here. I understand there's some root beer up at the bar, a little grape juice there if you might find. Enjoy yourself.